Hi, I'm Riley. Most college students worry about finals or dating drama, but I'm too busy trying not to pass out during my double shifts. Between morning classes, waiting tables at Mr. Jensen's diner, and evening shifts at the campus bookstore, I barely have time to breathe, let alone eat properly. You coming to the staff meeting after close tonight? Elena asked, refilling ketchup bottles beside me. Can't miss it. Need all the hours I can get. Girl, when's the last time you had an actual meal? You're looking rough. I shrugged, trying to ignore the hollow feeling in my stomach. It's fine. Mom's just been tight with money lately. That was the understatement of the century. Ever since Diana married Marcus 2 years ago, I'd become the invisible daughter. Their perfect little blended family didn't include me, just my step-siblings, Amber and Tyler. Last night was the breaking point. I came home from my bookstore shift to find everyone finishing a massive homemade feast. Roast chicken, mashed potatoes, fresh rolls, the works. Oh, Riley, I didn't think you'd be home so early. We already ate. I opened the fridge, empty except for condiments and a moldy cheese stick. The pantry? Snacks with Amber and Tyler's names written on them in black marker. Could I maybe have some of the leftovers? I asked, eyeing the food still on the table. Marcus cleared his throat. Those are for the kids' lunches tomorrow. The kids. Not me. Never me. Amber needs new cleats for soccer, Diana announced later that evening. And Tyler's band trip deposit is due Friday. I worked up my courage. Mom, I haven't had grocery money in 2 weeks. You're an adult, Riley. You have jobs. Figure it out. Meanwhile, Amber sat scrolling through her brand new iPhone, the third one this year after she accidentally broke the others. Today at the diner, the room started spinning during the lunch rush. I was carrying a tray of burgers when black spots invaded my vision. Next thing I knew, I was on the floor with worried faces hovering above me. Someone get her some water, Elena shouted, cushioning my head. Mr. Jensen appeared with orange juice and a sandwich. Drink this, then eat. No arguments. I'm fine, just tripped, I mumbled. Like hell you did, you're white as a ghost. Mr. Jensen's voice softened. When's the last time you ate, kid? I couldn't remember. Elena helped me to the break room while Mr. Jensen brought more food. This is getting worse, Riley. Your mom can't keep treating you like this. Tears burned behind my eyes as I devoured the sandwich. She doesn't even see me anymore. Just her perfect new family. That's not a mother, Elena whispered. That's a monster. As strength returned to my body, something else hardened inside me. The realization that my own mother had chosen her stepchildren over my basic needs, that she'd watch me starve while serving them feasts. This wasn't just neglect anymore. This was betrayal. I stumbled through the front door 3 days after my fainting episode, determined to confront Diana. My stomach was full for once, thanks to Mr. Jensen insisting I take home leftovers. Diana sat at the kitchen table, scrolling through her phone. You're tracking mud on my clean floors. We need to talk. I literally collapsed at work from hunger. She barely looked up. Don't be so dramatic. Plenty of college students get dizzy. Probably just stress or your period. There's no food in this house I'm allowed to eat. You feed Amber and Tyler while I'm starving. Diana finally put her phone down. First, lower your voice. Second, those two are still children. You're an adult. I'm 19. They're 16 and 17. If you managed your money better, you wouldn't have these problems. Maybe spend less on whatever clothes and makeup you're buying. My jaw dropped. I hadn't bought new clothes in over a year. My last makeup purchase was a $4 mascara 6 months ago. What happened to my college fund? The one Grandma helped set up? Diana's expression flickered. Bingo. That money was for emergencies. What emergencies? She shifted uncomfortably. Tyler's band trip, Amber's soccer camp. Marcus needed dental work. The room spun worse than when I'd been starving. That was my money. It's family money, and this family has needs. I stormed upstairs, digging through my closet for the folder of college fund statements. The last one showed nearly $8,000. Now, logging into the account online, the balance was $212.43. I scrolled through transactions, withdrawals coinciding exactly with Amber and Tyler's activities. Soccer equipment, band instruments, a family vacation I wasn't invited on. Voices drifted up from the backyard. I peeked through my window blinds. Did you see her face when she asked about food? Tyler laughed. Like a starving puppy, Amber mimicked, making sad eyes. Your stepsister needs to grow up, Marcus said. Your mother babied her for years. She's so pathetic, Amber continued. At school, I tell everyone she's mentally unstable. That's why we can't have friends over. Good thinking, Marcus nodded. Your mom told your aunt the same thing when she asked why Riley missed the family reunion. My phone buzzed. Elena checking on me. I called her immediately, voice shaking. They've been stealing my money, spreading rumors I'm crazy. Girl, this is abuse. Straight up financial and emotional abuse. My own mother. Blood doesn't make someone family. Actions do. And her actions are toxic as hell. I described the backyard conversation. You need documentation. Bank statements, recordings, everything. This isn't normal family drama, Riley. This is calculated. She was right. I'd been hoping Diana would eventually remember I was her daughter too. But she'd chosen her new family over me, stealing my future to fund theirs. I opened my laptop, creating a new folder. Evidence. They think I'm just going to fade away, I whispered, scanning my bank statements, that I'll accept being the family punching bag. What are you going to do? Elena asked. I'm going to show everyone exactly who they really are. No more hiding, no more suffering in silence. My hands stopped shaking. For the first time in years, I felt something beyond hunger and exhaustion. I felt purpose. My evidence folder grew daily. I started taking pictures of the empty fridge sections versus the fully stocked areas labeled for Amber and Tyler. I recorded conversations when they didn't know I was home, catching Diana bragging about how she'd redirected my college fund. The money was just sitting there, she told someone on the phone. Riley barely maintains a C average anyway. Amber's the one with real potential. C average? I pulled up my student portal. 3.8 GPA despite working 2 jobs and starving. I needed to talk to someone who might remember the real Diana before she became this monster. I dug out Grandma's number, which I hadn't called in over a year since Diana told me they wanted space. Riley? Is that really you? Grandma's voice cracked with emotion. Yeah, it's me. I'm sorry I haven't called. We thought you were mad at us. Your mother said you refused to come to holidays because you were embarrassed by our old-fashioned ways. My blood boiled. Grandma, I was told you didn't want me around. The silence was deafening. That's a lie, sweetheart. We've been heartbroken. Your grandfather even drove by your house once, but Marcus said you were having episodes and couldn't handle visitors. We talked for 2 hours. I learned Diana had been spinning tales about my mental instability for years, while simultaneously telling me my grandparents had written me off. There's something else, Grandma said hesitantly. The inheritance your grandfather and I set aside for your education. Diana said you wanted it transferred to her account for safekeeping. How much was it? My voice barely worked. $30,000. I nearly dropped the phone. That wasn't just college money. That was escape money, apartment money, future money. The family reunion is next month, Grandma said. Please come. Everyone misses you. That night, I showed Elena everything I'd gathered while on break at the diner. This is seriously messed up, she whispered, scrolling through photos and recordings. You've got them dead to rights. Mr. Jensen overheard us as he counted the register. What's going on? I hesitated, then showed him too. He studied the evidence with narrowed eyes. My brother's an accountant. He could help organize these financial records, make them ironclad. Why would you help me? Because what they're doing is wrong. And because you're the hardest worker I've got, despite everything. Over the next 3 weeks, I built my case. Mr. Jensen's brother helped me document the stolen inheritance and college fund. Elena helped me compile recordings and photos chronologically. Grandma sent old family emails where Diana had lied about me. I created a presentation, simple, factual, undeniable. The family reunion was the perfect opportunity. Everyone would be there, including aunts, uncles, and cousins who'd been told I was troubled. The night before the reunion, I couldn't sleep. What if no one believed me? What if Diana somehow twisted everything again? Elena called to check on me. You ready for tomorrow? What if I'm making a mistake? The mistake was them thinking they could treat you like garbage without consequences. Remember, you're not just doing this for revenge. You're doing it for justice. I packed my evidence, both digital and printed copies. No matter what happened tomorrow, I wouldn't be silenced again. They think I'm weak, I whispered to myself, staring at my reflection. Tomorrow, they'll learn how wrong they've been. The family reunion was at Uncle Pete's backyard. Tables loaded with food, cousins playing volleyball, exactly like I remembered from before Diana married Marcus. When I walked in alone, conversations stuttered to a halt. Grandma rushed over, pulling me into a fierce hug. You came! Is it true you've been having mental problems? Cousin Zach blurted out. Aunt Diana said, that's actually why I'm here, to clear some things up. Diana, Marcus, and the stepbrats arrived 20 minutes later. Diana's face went pale seeing me chatting with Grandpa. What a surprise! Riley made it after all, she said with a fake smile, voice carrying across the yard. Uncle Pete had helped me set up a projector against the side of the garage. After lunch, I clinked my glass. I'd like to share something with everyone. Amber rolled her eyes. Drama queen much? The first slide appeared. Bank statements showing my emptied college fund, with transactions highlighted and matched to Tyler and Amber's activities. This is my education money, used for step-siblings soccer camps and band trips. Next came photos of our kitchen empty fridge sections versus overflowing ones labeled Amber and Tyler. This is why I collapsed at work from hunger last month. Gasps rippled through the crowd. I played audio recordings, Diana and Marcus laughing about keeping me broke, Amber bragging about spreading rumors I was mentally unstable. Diana, what the hell is this? Uncle Pete demanded. It's taken out of context, Diana sputtered. Riley has always been difficult. I have documentation from the hospital when I fainted from malnutrition, I continued. And this? I displayed emails between Diana and my grandparents, where she'd fabricated stories about me refusing to see them. Tyler slunk down in his chair. Amber looked defiant but increasingly uncomfortable. Finally, this is the transfer of my $30,000 inheritance into Diana and Marcus's account. Money specifically left for my education. Grandpa stood up, face flushed with anger. You stole from your own daughter? It was for the family, Marcus argued. She is family, Aunt Jessie shouted. Your only daughter. Diana approached me, tears streaming. Riley, I'm so sorry. I never meant for things to go this far. We can fix this. Like you fixed my college fund? Or my reputation? Or the years I went hungry while you fed your new family? We're still your family. No, you're not. Family doesn't starve each other. Family doesn't steal. Family doesn't lie. Grandma put her arm around me. You're coming home with us. Today. 2 months later, my life is unrecognizable. I live with my grandparents, who helped me get a restraining order against Diana and Marcus. Their lawyer recovered most of my inheritance through legal action. Elena and Mr. Jensen testified about my working conditions and physical state. The family has completely cut off Diana and Marcus. I heard through Uncle Pete that Marcus lost his job after the scandal spread. Amber and Tyler were forced to transfer schools after their bullying came to light. Their expensive activities? Canceled. Yesterday, my first semester grades came in straight A's, now that I can eat regularly and don't work 2 jobs. I'm studying business management, with Mr. Jensen offering me assistant manager position after graduation. Diana still sends messages through others, begging forgiveness. Some days I'm tempted to respond, but then I remember the sound of her laughter while I went hungry, and I delete every attempt. They wanted me invisible. Instead, I became unforgettable. What would you have done in Riley's position? Would you have publicly exposed your family's betrayal like she did, or handled it differently? And do you believe someone who treats their own child this way deserves a second chance? Or was Riley right to completely cut ties? Share your thoughts in the comments. If you enjoyed this revenge story, please hit that like button and subscribe for more compelling content like this. Your support helps our channel grow, and we'd love to hear your perspective.